Kitty bud. Kitty bud. Hmm. Kitty bud. And that's off. Set that there. Hey, babies. Has me a kitty bud. How you doing, baby? Okay. Really? Really? Yes. You're cute. You're cuddly. You're kitty bud. Okay. You ready to begin the stream, buddy? Well, let's give it a shot, shall we? Okay. Hello, and welcome once again to Aniki Streams Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Part 6 for September 22nd, 2016. I am your host, Aniki, and this is my cuddle buddy, Jack. His cuddle buddy butt is high in the air. That means he just don't care. Anyway, so, as I said, we are continuing on with Ace Attorney. And what happened in our last one? Do you know? Okay, that of course means we have to get kitty butt. Come on. Okay. Okay. Head down there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you gonna kitty flop? Come on. Yeah, there we go. We get some nice kitty pattings. Let's see. In our last episode, we uncovered some interesting things about our current case. We are under the impression that Jack Hammer was actually in Studio 2 instead of Studio 1, where his body was found. And from what we've been told, there was a big storm or big wind gust that knocked over a thing that blocked access from the rest of the studio, from Studio 2 on the day of the murder. And so you would think that whoever was in Studio 2 was the one who actually murdered the victim. Which is rather odd, considering the suspect, Will Powers. Yeah, sorry, my cat is being very distracting. Will Powers was supposedly in the Steel Samurai suit, but the evidence shows that it was in fact Jack Hammer who was headed towards the Studio 2, possibly to frame Will Powers for something that we're not quite sure of. So, let us continue on, shall we? Yes, we shall. October 19th, 3:27 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Yeah, because due process, that's just too unfortunate and gets in the way too much. Due process, out of here. Initial court or initial trial session, that's the way I do it. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because it's the scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Huh. Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP. Powers, right. Okay, let's see. Detention Center. October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. You could stop looking at so vulnerable, too. Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call. I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Okay. And we don't have that bottle. And he doesn't know anything else. Okay, well, to the studio. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. Dot, 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 dot. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Dot, dot, dot. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Dot, dot, dot. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat these donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. Dot, dot, dot. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. Okay. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. He does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Yeah, just watch Prison School. There's your answer. It doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. about Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Call him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Pirate's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Miss Oldbag, what do you think of this? I'm not in the mood for thinking. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, nothing from her. Anything in the employee area. October 19th, Global Studios employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trouble will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. Wonder if there's any other clues lying around. No touching.
Eek!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For thorough examination, I got to take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? There's traces and it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
No, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright.
So, there were sleeping pills on the plate.
Looks like it. Stick plate added to court record. It looks a little moldy to me. How was Edgeworth doing anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles.
Say, whatever happened to that with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Pirates to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
Yeah.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I'd buy the case against Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Probably doesn't know anything more about that. Anything in the dressing room? Oh.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why?
But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai.
What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that?
Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then.
The rumor?
Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she'd say, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt? dirt, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, the studio never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know, it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll surely be heartbroken. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is? Fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on and that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, Thanks. We'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Okay.
What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their damnedest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told you? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols.
Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That's assistant we talked to. Right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just trying to do my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you stole the hammer, or you claim that the hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Maybe the steak plate? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Sleeping pills? Here, let's... Here's my proof.
What? What, a little empty bottle is supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Well, that would be this steak plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She had ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi.
Woo.
That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag?
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
Huh? A photograph? Whoa. Wait a second. This is the picture. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there.
What, with a badminton? Or a tennis racket?
He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
Why did you have... Never mind. But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Fired all photo, added to the court record. Okay, well, nope. Detective Gumshoe must have left by now. He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. Bet Edgeworth is pretty angry with him. Yeah, I didn't mean to go here. Studio 1. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should try at least be a little polite. I'm watching the clouds. And that's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fable, speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Okay. There's probably a guy in there and he's gonna mug us. You came. Well then, what was it that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. What? You were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me, what is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No, no way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Wow, her face got really evil. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think, would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. And gave him a few bruises, too. So, that's why she had that photo. And she's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Oh, it wasn't just one guy, it was a bunch of guys. Yakuza. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Oh yeah, Gumshoe's badass. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Ah. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Alright, let's get to D. Vasquez's bottom, okay? Well, that was a short chat section. But that means we just gotta finish this trial. Kitty butt, you're such a kitty butt, butt, a kitty butt, ba boom, boom, boom. kitty butt, a kitty butt. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court number 2. Or number 4, excuse me. Wow. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both of the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. Jack, you just love me. He claims that this scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Whoa. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Don't need that. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in Trailer 2, or Trailer Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it while I am not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 p.m., or 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 p.m., or 4 o'clock, whatever. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Mr. Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? You got hit with a wave of sleepy, of course. Ow, 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 okay. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me there in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Leroy Jenkins. Day of the murder. Entered the trailer a little before noon. It began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. It's be rehearsal, so we went to Studio 1. It's fatigue, so I had Sal take me. And at 2:30. What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. It was a 15-minute break. Okay. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks and... Wait a minute. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Well, maybe... Let's see if we can present That plate. Okay. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large T-bone has been left behind. It's not a T-bone. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Wow, that was a lovely face. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during that break? Is it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Ugh. I need some water. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see. Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I'm willing to bet. Wrong, that's right. But I haven't even said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. Consensus 2 with the... Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence enough with all the sensing. Alright, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. Well, crap, I thought it was that. Nope. Crap. Nope. I presume I proved the so-called murder weapon. Sure, that was my... But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now, tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest? Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what happened, or what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can be sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Sorry, wrong voice. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photograph of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was closed, kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in the photo? See how the fin's post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the studio, trailer 2. Studio 2 trailer, whatever. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died as the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meaning of the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? You'd be surprised. I bet she could do it. No. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance... Actually, for that matter, there is no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Look. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Dot 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 dot. So what happens next? Huh? Don't me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Hey, Bob Zombie, how's it going? Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Dot 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 dot. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? 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 Hey, Reed. Well, depending on how you read, it could be read or red. So, yeah, hey, read, red. Read, red. Red, read. Whatever, never mind. What, Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course it says the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, give the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. Oh, look at that, Bob Zombie. You annoy her so much she has to go away for a second to clear her head. Good job, dude. Good job. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Mr. Vasquez. What? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, God. I got a headache now from that. Sorry, that really caught me off guard. Oh, it's been so long since I played this case. I forgot about that. Okay, dial it back. Okay. I see it very well. Uh, Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badging me? I am your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo, your first closing shift in a year and a half, is that a good thing, bad thing? Actually, I forget where you work. It was a computer, computer stuff. We'll be working until 2 a.m. on Sunday. Ooh, that sounds fun. I do not envy you. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body, Lemon Curry. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Bad thing. Ah, bad thing. Okay, well, sorry, dude. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, but, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body. I was with Sal and old Bag, the security later, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Okay. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Escalation supervisor for head office for a call center for a pizza company. Huh, that's interesting. Is it, well, I mean, I guess if you're a supervisor, you must be getting the big bucks for that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to continue on with the game. That was this, when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manel arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer into that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what other people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. System was there too. Only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? Keeps me in the Funko money. Yeah, your Funko obsession. Oh boy. There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Sure, what the hell, press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I'm not addicted. I can quit anytime. I haven't bought any in 4 days, and I'm okay with that, so... What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Silent. Hey, Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Somebody should do something to lighten things up. Security Old Bag was going to... Old Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to also have given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. A photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hema. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. You asked to be left out? Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could continue, or could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. Must have been a lot writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script in. Script in your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them be stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess that. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to known about the murder before going to Studio One. Order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to believe, or to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change the testimony to reflect that reason. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director. You have to find something to peg this on here, or everything we've done till now will be wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. So Sal, when we found the body. Okay, I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action in the scenes, so I left them behind. No. Injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Oh, okay, there we go. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Oh, yeah, okay. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Here, one second. Okay, I knew that Hammer was injured. Okay, yeah, okay. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manello was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Uh-huh. You saw him. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when he was doing this, well, it would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. 1 second. Order, order, I will have order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there's a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. Present to court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. I cannot English today. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was the constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay. Allow me to present to court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. This is my proof, and this tells us what I'd say it all. The proves the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. That's right. The court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. Yes, that's what happens when you fuck up when presenting evidence. That's my proof now. If I remember correctly... She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It's Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Snap. Yep. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Haha, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die, please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. Second gunman. Since we're admitting things, huh? Okay. So, how'd you get there? TARDIS? DeLorean? Telephone booth? I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yay. That is all. The court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me so sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Okay. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in kids' shows and as the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? Hey, babers, that was, it's a little-known fact, Canadians time travel. Wow, you got, free healthcare, Tim Hortons hockey, maple syrup, and you got time travel. That's amazing, dude. You are truly the envy of this entire channel. I bow to you, sir. No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Are you gay now? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Well, don't worry. We'll see you next case. Mr. Wright? Is this guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closes on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. Boobs. Is there a nipple? No, you can't really see if there's a nipple. Okay. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Heal like Wolverine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Healing or Wolverine healing, especially if you got the claws too. Okay. Turnabout goodbyes. The final episode of the original game on the GBA. There's actually one more case that they came up with after this one that we might play if we have enough time. Though actually not, now that I think about it. Probably not going to have enough time to get through this next chapter. It's a bit of a long one. This one was pretty long too, but I think the next one coming up is actually long itself. So, should we start this one now? Yeah, let's go ahead and start it now, and we'll just continue on Sunday probably. And I'll probably do a double one that time. Okay. Turnabout Goodbyes, episode 4. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You suffered? Won't be here Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, that's true. And now the perfect opportunity. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year. Okay. December 25th, 10:08 a.m. Wright & Co. offices. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there's any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Yes, of course she likes pizza. Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under. Preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Um, okay. And I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Can you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea! So much for the rushing spring waters. Next on the TV news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, and a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. It's not. Yawn, boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? Huh? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with a hose? Hmm? Good idea, Nick. Apparently ESP is no aid in detecting sarcasm. Depends on the wings, don't like hot wings, yeah. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder! Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. The suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecution attorney known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Huh? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yikes! My, fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Okay, anything to say? Well, how would you like to see Canada and cover my shift at work and I can watch the stream? Can it be paid? Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath a waterfall. Okay. Yes, and that's pretty much the extent. Anything court record? Nope, not yet. Alright, detention center. December 25th, detention center. Visitors room. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? Guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he's in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Laugh, laugh. Well, see, Maya doesn't need waterfalls. Apparently she just needs a, high-pressured fire hose or something. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Wait, what? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad and burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. Hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. Hey, I don't want to see you either, believe me. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh! We're going to help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience.
Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry?
Murder took place at Gourd Lake, right? Yes, late last night.
I think it's a long way from your offices and the court. Why are you down there?
I see no need to tell you.
Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really...
Gordy.
Huh?
I went to see Gordy.
Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later.
I won't Edgeworth talk to us. Your attorney's badge. Edgeworth, let me defend you. Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up, not yet.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never.
What?
My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney that I've talked to has turned me down.
What?
Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty.
I don't believe it.
Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask. But you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I only have one request. Stay out of this case.
Why? But Nick is trying to help you.
I know that. But I don't want your help, okay?
Why not?
Look, just go away and leave me alone.
Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he?
Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere.
But, Nick...
Okay, well, let's go to Gourd Lake entrance. December 25th, Gourd Lake Park entrance.
This is where it happened?
Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of the park.
I can see some police walking around in there.
Questioning people, probably.
Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything?
Sorry, sir. Nothing.
Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double.
But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's clear, sir.
He's the one who...
Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. I mean, just get out of my face, pal.
Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits. Shit. Ah. Hey, you're that hairy guy, Harry Butts.
Right, Phoenix Wright.
Will he ever learn my name? Just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it.
He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh, you don't say. Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head and the Fluffy Punk Cow's lawyer. Head in that... What? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were 2 men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth. Cop who arrived on the scene arrested him.
How did he get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake.
Witness?
A witness.
You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer?
Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it.
Right, who cares what the witness says?
I care.
You really believe in him, don't you, Detective?
Of course I do. But police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's ever really Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai. Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after the Steel Samurai case. He kept saying right, right, right over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why would he why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we've come up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting for me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, what? Find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Uh-huh. Well, yes, do you have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it for myself. Actually, say if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, Detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Detective Gumshoe gave you the directions to the police station. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. Okay. Colonel's Fair, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. December 25th, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yep. I'm not sure why we're into wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. Kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know? Nope. In the Japanese version, well, he wasn't called Steel Samurai. He was called Tonosaman. Edo Soldier Tonosaman. Um, which then turned this into Tonosa Manju. Manju is it's a meat bun basically. It's kind of like ravioli, but not cheesy. You know, it's about that big, filled with meat. If you watch any anime enough, you'll probably see them. If they don't call them donuts, of course. Hot dog stand is closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. Ben reads samurai dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Huh, someone's left one of those poppers here. You know, you pull the string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, it might be a clue. Let's take it. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop it, right? Was it that obvious? A popper. Yeah, sure. Suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd it go? I already put it in my pocket. Popper put in pocket. Nice alliteration there. Trash can's empty. At least the place is well maintained. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds around here. Whoa, no way! Uh, restaurant downstairs, man. Now I'm hungry. I wasn't sure. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it's shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Hmm. No. Gourd Lake Woods. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone is camping. If God God's camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. What is up with this? This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Cuff. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. Nick. Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken? Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? I know. Party poppers. Bang. Yep, it responded. Yeah!
Hey, you! Get your hands off of that!
Eek!
What in Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film.
What?
Huh? Sorry, it's nice, but it don't pay my bills. You know how much a roll of film costs?
I'll pay you back.
What were y'all thinking setting up party poppers in a place like this?
Well,
What? Don't try to play stupid with me, cause you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say them South folk talk with that exaggerated drawl. They must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are.
just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Okay.
Nick, help. And who are you now? Her chaperone?
Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends.
Just figure out you say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's straws than listen to you stutter all day.
Oh boy, I guess we should pay her for the film.
Watch it.
Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later.
I'm really sorry.
What is film? I don't know. I don't know. Plus, you know, in the last case, the kid had a digital camera. Why doesn't she have one like that? Oh well, I guess SD cards weren't really a thing back then.
What? Can't y'all see I'm changing the film in my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming names, but someone used up a whole roll.
Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention.
What?
Can't you see I'm changing film here? Okay. Back. Well, I only have one piece of thing, so... Attorney's badge. Steals your soul, yeah. This is my badge.
Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something?
I'm a lawyer.
What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you.
No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake.
A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like.
Finally, some cooperation.
You too. Y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite hard.
Hard. Ugh. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry, I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all.
Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if you, if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay.
Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hyde, but y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Okay. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. Happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so, Christmas Eve. Man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. Boat, you say? I reckon I might see one. Not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been busy watching this lake here for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a meal. Kinda hard to remember which I've seen when. So what is it you do, Lotte? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at CUNY, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at the university, Country U. So I hear. So when did you come up here? Let me see. Guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you that already? Meteors, yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. Uh-huh. It's quite a camera you got there. Y'all better know it. It's German made, genuine Soligen. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? It started moving all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that. That triggers a shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat! Last camera added to the court record. Lotta? Yeah. So your camera, it triggers on an explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the research case in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. Pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, y'all are pretty bright, huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see on my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once, don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside your SUV. Guess we should come back later. Nope, not really anything else. So back to the beach. And, boat rental shop. December 25th, boat rental. Nick, what is this place? Boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. Guess murder taking place on one of the boats wouldn't be good for business either. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go on one when this trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone was around. Probably closed because it's Christmas. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Okay. There's some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick, huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go on a boat ride. Okay, that was quick. Small boat rental shop, yeah. Well, nothing really here. Anything here yet? Nope, not yet. Well, let's check out the precinct, shall we? December 25th, Police Department. Criminal Affairs. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey, thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished that meeting, for better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, I still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So, how did the meeting go? Can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth, human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. Shows the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did that? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow. It's scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Hmm? Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get to the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us. Of course, wasn't he, doing some really shady stuff, trying to keep witnesses from talking to us and keeping them, or telling them what to say and what not to say? Okay, anyway. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. And copy to court record. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Time of death. One bullet shot to the heart. Yep, shot through the heart, and someone's to blame. I give shooting a bad name. Well, I hope it helps you, pal. Thanks, detective. Okay, well, maybe back to the detention center? Nope. Well, maybe Lotta has developed that film. Okay. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a second, we got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them. Take a look. Wait. See? See? He's shooting him with a pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. Doesn't know that song. I know of that song. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. Yeah. How do you Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. What's that? Now don't go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta. What? Can't y'all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw, too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta, don't let it get you. Give us no bunch, friends today and enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Nick photo added to the court record. Okay, well, December 25th, Gourd Lake, public beach. Looks like the police have given up on their questioning. Hey! Santa? Ah! Nick, I think it's Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick! Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me! Larry, what are you doing here? In the office? I'm working my day job. Oh! I sell simmering dogs. What? Gotta get money for your days, you know. My, my girl Keontae deserves the best, baby. Keontae, not another model, I hope. Oh, Keontae's fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? Woo! She bought this costume for me, baby. But that's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute! Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my... What? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? What's with the twitch, man? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Ooh! Working 9 to 5 having to take care of little sister? No, I'm not Nick's little sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh? Sounds great, baby. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. You work here. Have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Keontae, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Huh? I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, Keontae's not in town right now, baby. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. Oh! Model, I knew it. Washing, turning. That's okay. I probably won't be doing this for too much longer anyway. But yeah, take care, Bob Zombie. Well, anyway, here's a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat! Defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Nick, why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that, Miles Edgeworth. Old Edgy? Who? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder, baby! Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course, baby. Edgy was in the same class as us, grade school. Oh! What? Um, tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Where are the samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh. Well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs. Ouch. Samurai thing was Keontae's idea, baby. Oh, she's about women, you know. Oh! She was what you call, I'll change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made that better. Man, the kids can't get enough of samurai dogs. Oh! Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. Over the big news, baby. The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time, baby. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, baby. He's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Woo! Standing all the time trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Who? Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee. No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like totally opposite of a defense lawyer. Uh, Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves, baby. Man, he used to go on about man's duty to society and all that. What a boy. Whew! Wonder what changed his mind, though. You know, Nick? Nick? What's Gordy? Huh? You mean Dodo, baby? It's here in this fair lid. Giant mysterious monster, baby. Gordy. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Woo! Wow, it's really real. Giant life form. Nick, a monster, a real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took that photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into frame, I heard a loud bang like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there have been a sound like an explosion? Larry, can I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million, baby. Well, 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Gordianical. Found a vendor in Surmar that sells a toy called the Devil's Star Lunchbox. Okay. Well, what's this, baby? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry net, Larry. It's taken last night. Last night, baby. Okay. Probably doesn't know, but... Hey, Larry, you know this guy? Who's this, baby? I don't know, that's why I asked you. Who's this, Maya? Well, oh, wait, Maya said she had seen him before, didn't she? What's that? It's a camera. Take pictures with it. Huh? Larry, you mean I don't know what a camera is? Of course I know, baby. Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior grade graduate. Oh! I was talking about the weird contraption on that camera. Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain. Just forget about it. Well, don't go showing to me. Jeez. Oh! Permafood item for Broken Isles. Well, believe me, I have a ton of food at the moment. Anything in the boat rental shop? Nope. Sorry, Nick, I don't know much about that. You're the one who gave it to us. Okay, well, Entrance... detention center? Nope. Criminal Affairs Department. Okay. December 25th, Police Department. Criminal Affairs. Not a gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there in a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Examine. Is this anything? There's our detective's desk. There's computers and files in each one. Man, those are all... I just realized those are all CRTs. Look at those towers, man. Wow. So detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Well, What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. This is a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I was there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Sure, why not? Grossberg Law Offices. December 25th, Grossberg Law Offices. Ahem. That old familiar clearing of the throat. Ah, you're me as something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Ah, and you're me as something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. Takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of my fresh lemon, you say. Mr. Grossberg, sir. Ah, yes. I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond, Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edwards shot? Uh, Thank you, Lord Roma. Wow, it's been a while since someone followed me. But yeah, thank you for the follow. And you say this man is Miles Edwards shot? There was murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think I shall ever be come back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old bitter desserts. Who is this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was a defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mita's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. Spirit medium Misty Flay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Flay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blame my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Oh, wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Misty Faye's photo added to the court record. Okay. Well, back to the detention center. December 25th, detention center. Visitor's room. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Can I ask you about the murder? Right. I'll ask you again, just leave me alone. Please try to understand, I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case, understand? Why'd you go to Gourd Lake? I have no intention of telling you, nor, apparently, would you tell Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe was really worried about you. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything I wanted to say about that. Looking a little shifty now. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind of to point a gun at a person. I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yeah, you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That's why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted you to keep away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will tell you to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is a victim in the Gore Lake murder. Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? Statute of limitations on this case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case statute of limitations run out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So, you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Right? Pains me to ask you this now. I know. You want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we will. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. It's my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Enter the request button pocket. Well, I guess we should go. What's that? Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one! Ah! It's calming down! Whew, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There! He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Criminal Affairs Department. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. What's going on here? Eek! What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Or are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence. Or, you trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So, what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But you can't really tell tell from the photo who it was shooting. That's why she said she was going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality, might, but it should let us see who's who. She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Mr. Edgeworth in the act. Great, just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? Okay. I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder, and we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. So that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to decide a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork, but you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Well, don't worry, buddy. Here we go. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I was only in the same class as him for 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. Wonder what happened to Edgeworth. And to be continued. So, we've set up another interesting case. But we shall have to continue on Sunday. Save. Okay, yes. We shall continue on Sunday at 7 p.m. That is -6 GMT. It is currently 9:09 p.m., so you can adjust your schedules accordingly. And we shall see you then. Until then, thank you, Bob Zombie. Thank you, Red Rock. And thank you... Crap, I forgot his name. Oh, I am bad. What's his name? Followers... Lord Dioma. Thank you for the follow, man. And we shall see you then. Until then, be well, do good work, and keep in touch. Later.